Hi, I'm Brandon Caples, and as a media relations specialist of a university that has been ridiculed for years in the media for numerous scandals, resulting in the Board of Trustees to terminate the president for such as reasons as miscommunication and failed responsibilities. This causes admissions to plummet as the media continues to. Strategic planning is required, starting with the decision-making process. Some ways to influence the decision-making process would be being able to control how we are perceived to the media and the public as far as positive propaganda. As if we hired a new president and we show the media and any outsiders that even with the lack of presidency, we still flow as a university and we still get things done. And with this positive propaganda, it will most likely change the attitudes that people have towards our reputation, which is at an all-time low. In other words, it really can't get much. And even with the positive propaganda that we send out to the world, showing them how we can strive without a leader, the lack of leadership is a huge deficit, and it makes the most difficult part to overcome would be the reputation, which the lack of leadership is the main reason why we're being held vulnerable to the reputation. And in turn, that is causing the declining admissions. No one wants to come to a university that doesn't even have a leader, and which that is in turn causing the less progressive.
Less money in the budget, it would be more difficult to keep up the standard of satisfaction for our students, which could lower the retention rate, because students are leaving because they're not happy with living conditions, with the food, or in campus life in general, because the university doesn't have the money to fund the things that they need. Not to mention a probable raise in tuition to help accommodate the funds that they probably don't have. So these students will be running for the hills at that point, which makes finding a new leader even harder, because they would have to find someone that's capable and someone that's worthy to correct all these problems that the university has done in the past few years. This leader has to give this university a new age, a new light, and a new reputation. But as you can see, every problem leads to another. We can help settle these problems is with drivers such as social media, especially in these day and ages where everyone gets all their information from their phone. Everything is digital. They can go through apps. Even the newspaper is digital nowadays. People find what they need to know on their phones. So the university needs to take advantage of these opportunities and show people why this university isn't what it's led to believe. By pictures, they can beef up the web page, they can broadcast things that are happening on campus, they can broadcast the sports, their achievements, they can broadcast the academic achievements, anything that might change people's perceptions about this university. And we can even use it to communicate with people that have questions that they may have heard from the media ridiculing us. Like, let's say they have a question about why we have so many new leaders and why do they keep messing up. Well, if we have someone communicating with them, they could possibly change their perception on how we look, and it might make other people want to come to us because their perceptions change from our social media. We'd be choosing a worthy leader for a place that's been ridiculed for years based off their leadership. The next choice the university should make should be very careful, because it is the future of the university. Then once the leader is found, there should be aggressive media. There should be so much on that subject so that everyone knows that we have corrected the problem and we're moving forward. We have to be upfront about the previous scandals. We have to do anything we can to gain credibility to these. As far as a strategic plan, in my opinion, the first thing I would do is hire a worthy leader. That's most important. Then aggressively advertise them through the media to let everyone know that we have corrected the problem and we're moving forward. Then I would upgrade the social media usage, showing any and everything the university has to offer and achievements that they have done, such as athletics. Sports is one of the top interests for students and income. There can also be content on academic excellence, or maybe some top companies that students have been accepted for internships, for example. People want to go to a place where they've seen people be great, proof that you can go to this university and do something with this degree. Then once attention is caught, unfortunately tuition should be lowered in order to entice more incoming admission, while also maintaining the retention rate. The more students that come in or stay will result in more revenue that can be used for many much needed things to satisfy. Lastly, any errors or questionable activities that have been done in the past need to change. Obviously, the way things were going before wasn't working. So problems need to be corrected, even if it means jobs will be lost. The reputation needs to be. This strategy should help rebirth the reputation, or at least put it in the right track. Only time will tell.